We begin by taking a roll call for quorum. George Sloma.
Here.
Melanie Barron.
Here.
Jack Duggan.
Here.
Kathy Heislip.
Here.
Bob Kelly.
Here.
Sam Lawrence. And Bob Heislip.
Here.
All right, everybody is here. We have a quorum present. I'm going to call the meeting to order, and I'm going to pass it over to Grace to explain how the remote participation will work. Grace?
Morning, everyone, and thanks, Julie. All right. As a precautionary measure to reduce the spread of the coronavirus, all town buildings are closed to the public, and the April 22nd, 2021 Historical Commission meeting will be held by remote participation. My name is Grace Rogers, and I'm the Office Administrator for the Yarmouth Historical Commission and will be serving as moderator for this virtual meeting. Although no in-person attendance will be permitted, every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access and participate in the proceedings. Persons who would like to view or listen to this meeting in progress may do so by watching this virtual meeting or dialing into the number provided on the notice of meeting. We will also post a recording of the meeting on the Town of Yarmouth YouTube channel as soon as possible. Please be patient as we work to overcome any and all technological challenges with the virtual meeting. For all meetings, to reduce confusion during the meeting, please enter the meeting muted. Participants will be unmuted when called upon to speak by the chair or moderator. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself to avoid unnecessary background noise. All votes must be roll call votes. After a motion is made and there is a second, the chair will be asked for a roll call vote. Applicants and presenters will be made temporary panelists in order to share their screens while giving their presentation. All presenters and speakers need to identify themselves by first, last name, and affiliation when speaking. Non-presenting applicants can use the raise hand button or press *9 on their phone to identify themselves to the chair. The moderator will unmute applicants when they are called upon to speak. For public participation, comments or questions from the public will be taken at the discretion of the chair. Members of the public may speak by selecting the raise hand button and waiting for the chair to call upon them to speak. If you are dialed into the number provided, you can press *9 on your phone to indicate that you would like to comment. Members of the public recognized by the chair are asked to identify themselves by first and last name and affiliation for the public record, and then provide their comment each time that they speak. I'm now handing the meeting back to the chair. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you, Grace. Grace, I see that the homeowner is listed as an attendee. Can you let them in? All right. So today we only have one thing on our agenda. We're here to discuss the proposed addition on 16 River Street. And we have the homeowner Hannah here. Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you. Oh, and oh, hello. Everybody here. Okay. So did everybody receive the packet and was able to go over the letters from the neighbors and see the new proposed drawing? Okay. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Ben? All right. So it looks like the new proposal, let me just make sure that I'm understanding it correctly. We have, it's shorter than the original drawing. It's a few feet shorter. It's got a bit of a further setback. And Ben, maybe you can confirm, is this now just one story?
Nope, so it's still 2 stories. I believe it was Sam requested that I draw it a little shorter and see what that looks like. So I did cut it down 4 feet on its length. And by, one of the big things I've been trying to do is get the second floor to access the existing second floor. And I found a way of pushing that back 8 inches, which gains me 1 foot with the setback. So I think the original setback was 2 feet. When you guys came out, I showed you that I could get 32 inches, I think, and I am able to get a 4-foot setback from the existing half cape and still have the access into the existing from the proposed second floor. So it is a 4-foot setback and it's 4 feet shorter in length. And I just highlighted that it'll be 32 inches lower. The ridge line on the proposed addition would be the the 32 inches below the current ridge line and still set back that 4 feet.
All right, thank you. I mean, I think my personal opinion with this is that it still allows for the original half cape to be highlighted, which is, I guess, kind of what our big concern was initially. So I'm personally pleased with this change. Does anybody else have any comments? Sam, go ahead.
I'm in a different location doing the meeting, so getting used to things here. I'm a lot more pleased with the addition. I did not realize that the setback had been changed to 4 feet and that the roof line had gone down. That's the drawing, I'm looking at it on my phone right now, is much more pleasing to my eye than the previous one. The only question I have for the homeowner is, does the roof line of the addition follow the exact same angle as the old house?
Yes, so they're both an 8-pitch roof. I think that's what you mean. But the because of the 4-foot setback, the ridges will not be in a straight line. The new addition ridge will be set back from the first.
I just wanted to know that the two roof lines weren't.
Yeah.
Like this.
No, they're both 8-pitch.
Okay, that answers my question. I'm relatively pleased with the most recent proposed addition, and the setback is makes me feel better as well.
Sam, does anybody else? Melanie, go ahead.
I didn't know if the issue of windows on the side had been resolved, if they were going to be put in so it would look like what the windows were like on the side without the addition. I don't know if that's been okayed and it doesn't hurt what the total view looks like. It's just a question about where we were with windows, not windows.
So if I can, the windows on the proposed gable wall, after our first hearing, I changed, and they replicate the look of the existing gable wall. They'll be a little closer because it's a little smaller of a gable wall. The second story windows will definitely be closer together. There's still 2 of them, just like the existing, but they will be, I think the current ones are about 3.5 feet apart. The new ones will be a little closer just because it's a little smaller of a wall. But there'll be the 4 windows just like the existing.
Oh, that's great. That's terrific. Good. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Anyone else? Jack, go ahead. Jack.
I just like to say that I'm pleased that the way the compromise seems to be working out here. And I want to thank Ben for being flexible and my fellow commissioners for being flexible while we worked on this for the last, this is 3 meetings in on the same subject, but I think that what makes me happy is that the windows on the west side, I'll call it the end, the side, have going to replicate the original half cape, and that Ben was willing to go from 3 to 2 windows on the front side of the house, and that the setback has gone back as well. I know that you're not going to be able to see the windows on the original part of the house, but you certainly can still see, anybody driving by can still see that that was a half cape, and that it's quite likely to have been an original, not something that somebody built new. So I'm pretty pleased the way this seems to be working out. I just wanted to say that. I think as a general consideration, I would like to add something that kind of goes beyond the individual item that's we're discussing here this morning. But over the years that I've been on this committee and seen a number of cases of demolition by neglect. I think that it's really pleasing to see owners like Hannah and Ben, as their neighbors said in these letters of support, take over a house and put some new life into it, and to care for it, and to continue the house's life. So that's kind of a general thought, but I think it's one that is part of the commission's, over our overall charge to protect the historic character of the town, and that at the same time acknowledging from centuries past, people evolved these buildings. You only have to drive through our neighborhoods to look at old buildings to see how different half capes and full capes and 3/4 capes are. But anyway, that's enough said. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah, that's exactly true. So I echo your sentiment exactly. Sam, go ahead.
The only question I have is more to the group here, is with the addition being smaller, the setback being more shorter, setback more, the roof line lower, does that get us below the 25% that would require the referral to the Cape Cod Commission?
It does not, based on the square footage. It's still over 25%.
Okay.
But we already heard from Sarah, and it wasn't a mandatory referral anyway. We are allowed on our own to make a determination. So it doesn't matter.
Okay, that was just a curiosity question. I wasn't sure where that was going to play into it. So thank you for answering that.
Yeah. Bob, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that Sarah's request letter, I think Ben has fulfilled almost everything that was in that letter. And so I'm actually not sure if, because it's over 20% or 25%, that it mandatorily goes to the Cape Cod Commission or not. So I don't know. Yeah, I think that he met all of those requests by Sarah.
Yes. Yep, Bob, I agree too. And it is not mandatory. So we have every right to make the determination on this on our own. So does anybody else have any more comments? George, go ahead.
I don't have a comment. I was, if the comments are complete, I would like to make a motion that we accept the version 2 representation that the homeowners have presented for the renovation of 16 River Street. So proposed.
Second.
I would like to second that and just say that I'm relatively pleased that we were able to come to a resolution and that the homeowner was willing to work with us in the capacity that he did.
Excellent. Thank you. Jack.
I guess this would be a suggestion for an amendment to George. I agree with the motion that George made. I'd just like to make it particular to say that, and I don't have words exactly in front of me, but that there will be a window placement on the west side that mimics the original half cape, that the front facade will have 2 windows, and that the setback is going to be 4 feet with a pitch to the roof that matches the original half cape. Just so we're all clear on things. And when I assume the building commissioner gets a copy of the decisions that are made here today, so they'll know what we agreed to.
Thank you, Jack. Sam?
I just want to add to Jack's comment that on that amendment, I would hope that the 2 windows on the front-facing portion of the addition are done in the same style as the original house.
Okay. All right. Are we good? Yep. Melanie?
I don't know if you need to put it in writing that we are not forwarding this to the commission.
Okay,
That it does not warrant that, so that that's clear and it doesn't continue the back and forth business.
um, that needs to be in there, I suppose. Grace will know. She can add it in if needed. Okay. All right.
So just a point of order, do we vote on the motion and then vote on the amendments? Just a point of order.
Perhaps we could just reword the initial vote to encompass everything and just make one vote. Do you have it all, Grace, or do you need anything restated?
Yeah, I would reword the motion just for clarity and then vote upon that.
Okay. So George, do you want to reword?
I would ask Sam to do it because he's the architectural guru, and so Sam, go for it.
Basically that I would move to approve this addition as long as the forward-facing windows on the addition and the windows on what Jack was calling the west side are done in the same pattern as the original house with the same style.
And that there's the 4-foot setback and that.
Yeah, yes. 4-foot setback, the, what did he say, the 32-inch difference on the roof.
And that we don't need the referral to the Cape Cod Commission.
Yeah.
We good? All right. You got
That
all
sounds
that?
good to me.
All right, who wants to second?
I second it.
All right, we'll have Jack second. I'm going to roll call for approval. George,
Aye.
Melanie,
Aye.
Kathy,
Aye.
Bob Kelly,
Aye.
and Bob Heislop.
Aye.
I also agree. All right, motion has passed unanimously. Ben, thanks again for working with us. I know it's not been easy, but we got through it, and hopefully you're pleased with the outcome and that you can go forward and have a beautiful house.
Thank you very much. I look forward to getting started.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
All right. That is our only point on our agenda today. So I'm going to make a motion to adjourn our meeting for today. And our next regularly scheduled meeting is May 6th.
Seconded.
Second.
George seconded first. He beat you to it. All right. Roll call. Melanie,
Yes.
Jack.
Yes, I didn't even finish my cup of coffee
Did
this
you
morning.
finish your coffee? Kathy,
Yes.
Bob, Kelly,
Yes.
and Bob Heislop. Oh, and Sam.
Aye.
And Sam. All right. We're all good. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Great
Thank
job.
you.
All right. Bye.
See you